Hi everyone, Vanessa here from Sleep Right, Sleep Tight. There's something that we are asked about as sleep consultants whenever we start with new families is which parent? Which parent should be the one to implement those changes to your child's sleep? Tanya and I always recommend that you go night for night. So say for instance you're a little bit like me and I was a little bit of a control freak, so I took charge that first night. Then Daddy did second night, I did third night, Daddy did fourth night, so forth and so forth. That way it's allowing our child to learn that it doesn't matter who puts them to sleep. It's the exact same routine, the exact same thing happens. You know, they're placed into their cot awake and they're then able to drift off to sleep unassisted. It's also a great tool for our dads because it builds their confidence as well. And you know what, I can do this. And as mums, it frees us up so that we're not just feeling like we're the only ones that can put our child to sleep. In regards to a resettle, so say for instance your child wakes at 11 o'clock at night and mummy goes in and attempts a resettle and it's not working. So then all of a sudden you swap and daddy goes in and attempts a resettle. That's probably not something that we do recommend. So if you are in the process of attempting a resettle, try your best to stick it out, okay? Then that way, by not swapping parents part the way through, it's not going to drag out that process. Sometimes we see when mum and dad swap too quickly, it can either overstimulate your child or it can upset them even more, and therefore, you know, just dragging out that whole process. If you are fortunate enough to have a third person who is involved in your child's day-to-day life and you're wanting them to attempt a couple of bedtime routines, let them observe you doing it for a couple of nights and then give them a turn. Let them do it as well. So that way again, you're teaching that, say for instance it's grandma, you're teaching grandma the techniques that you're using, the pattern in which you're doing everything, so she can replicate that as well. And that then gives your child a really nice consistent approach. Now, our toddlers do often form a preference over one parent or another. So say for instance you've always done night for night and then all of a sudden your 2.5-year-old says, no, daddy do it, and it's mummy's turn. The best advice that I could give you is to try not to let them take control back of that bedtime, because all of a sudden what will happen is it'll be oh, daddy do it one night, daddy does it 3 nights in a row, then all of a sudden those demands start creeping in. So do be consistent with that. You know what, no, it's mummy's turn tonight, mummy wants to have a turn. And that generally does settle down after a while. Whilst it's not a pleasant experience if you are that parent that isn't the preferred parent, it is short-lived and it's a completely normal phase of life that our toddlers will go through. If you're having any difficulties with any settling techniques or you have any questions in regards to your child's current sleep habits, please don't hesitate to reach out and send us a message. We're only too happy to help. Thanks so much for watching. I really do hope these tips have helped. Bye for now.